Have you got a lot of shallow weeds in your favorite lake? Sometimes do they get so thick that it's hard to present a bait in there? Well, if that's the case, I hope you have some buzz frogs. I want to show you exactly how to rig this bait, and I promise you, once you throw this into that weedy slop, places where you wouldn't even consider throwing another bait, you'll come back for more. Now, this bait is very simple to rig. It's a standard Texas rig. I'm going to go straight into the top of the bait, and I'm going to take a pretty big bite out of that plastic because I want it to really stay up there, about a ½ an inch. And I'm going to rig it all the way up over, and I'm going to cover the eye of the hook and the knot. And I want that frog to pull down right against my offset. That's going to hold it in place. Now, take the frog, bend it up, and run the hook all the way through the bait so that the hook sticks out like this. Now, push the frog up. You'll notice that there's a little slot right up here on the top, and this hook will ride right in that slot. And you're ready to throw the buzz frog. Now, for really extreme environments, pull forward and just barely bury the point up in that plastic. When you're fishing the buzz frog right, you'll feel really stupid. You'll think you're doing it the wrong way. You'll say, I'm reeling it too fast and it's skittering across the top of the water. Well, that's exactly what you want. See these little paddle legs here? These are going to gurgle and sputter and throw water, and it looks just like a minnow or a frog that's trying to get away from a big old bass. And bass in these shallow, weedy places can't resist it. I always look for holes back within the matted weeds, and I like to throw past it and just drag the buzz frog across the top of it. But if you've got heart problems, I would not recommend the buzz frog because the strikes you're going to get are extremely violent, and you need big line. Big line. I mean at least 20-pound test line, sometimes 30, if you're going to throw a buzz frog in the right places. This is one of the finest jig trailers you'll ever throw. I like to take it and put it on the back of the swimming jig. Just take a small bite out of the bait, about a 1 inch piece of plastic, and run it all the way up onto the back of the swimming jig. And now what you have is one of the most thumping, throbbing, vibrating jigs ever built. Anytime the bass aren't quite aggressive enough to come all the way to the surface and grab the frog or to hit it like a topwater, this will allow you to get that same pumping action just under the surface. And a lot of times that's all it takes. This is really good for swimming through what I call water willow, emergent vegetation. It's also good, though, in the fall and summer and fall around boat docks, especially in clear water lakes when the shad and the bluegill are suspended just up underneath the styrofoam. They'll eat this puppy.